Lucas Van Ness injury opens door for Packers rookie to shine in Week 8. The Green Bay Packers enter Week 8 with both concern and opportunity. During their narrow 27-23 win over the Arizona Cardinals, the absence of Lucas Van Ness was deeply felt along the defensive front. Unfortunately for Packers fans, it appears the promising edge rusher will miss another week as the team heads to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers in what is shaping up to be one of the most emotional, line-charged games of the season. When head coach Matt LaFleur addressed the media on Monday, he didn't sound optimistic about Van Ness returning soon. I'm not overly optimistic, but we'll see, LaFleur admitted, via Jason B. Hirschhorn of The Leap. His candor was a refreshing change from the typical coach speak that usually surrounds injury situations in the NFL. Still, LaFleur chose his words carefully, avoiding any direct confirmation ahead of a critical Sunday Night Football showdown. That brings a mix of nostalgia and rivalry. This could be the only time Aaron Rodgers faces the team that made him a Super Bowl champion and four-time MVP. And both franchises will be fighting to prove they still belong among the league's elite contenders. While much of the media focus will naturally fall on Rodgers and his reunion with Green Bay, the Packers coaching staff is focused on something else entirely, evaluating the depth of their defense and finding answers along the edge. The loss of Van Ness, though disappointing, creates a valuable window of opportunity for another young player to step forward and reshape his career trajectory. That player is rookie defensive lineman Barry Sorrel. Sorrel's defining opportunity for Sorrel. This is more than just a temporary fill-in role. This is his chance to prove he belongs among the Packers' defensive rotation and to demonstrate that he can be a difference maker when the team needs it most. Through the first half of the season, Sorrel has played limited snaps but has shown glimpses of potential. He recorded an assisted sack against Washington and was on the field for a season-high 30 snaps versus Arizona. However, his overall grade from Pro Football Focus was a disappointing 40, one of the lowest among Green Bay defenders. That number must rise, and it must rise quickly, if he wants to earn the trust of LaFleur and defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley. This week, the stakes are high, facing Pittsburgh's physical offensive line and a quarterback who thrives under pressure. Sorrel's assignment will be to collapse pockets, force hurried throws, and show that he can maintain gap integrity against the run. The outcome of this game could set the tone for his development throughout the rest of the season. If he succeeds, he not only strengthens the Packers' defense, but also introduces a healthy competitive tension that could influence future roster and contract decisions. Lucas Van Ness's eventual return will restore the team's pass-rushing depth, but Sorrel's emergence could complicate things in a positive way. If the rookie produces at a high level, Green Bay could suddenly find itself in a position of strength, with two capable young edge rushers competing for snaps. Long-term, that kind of depth could give General Manager Brian Gutekunst flexibility in managing salary cap decisions and negotiating future contracts. The broader impact on Green Bay's defense, even with Van Ness sidelined, the Packers' defensive identity continues to evolve under Hafley's leadership. The emphasis this season has been on speed, aggression, and versatility, particularly along the front seven. Hafley's schemes demand players who can adapt quickly, read offenses effectively, and bring relentless energy to every snap. Sorrel has the athleticism and raw power to fit into that mold. The question is whether he can combine those traits with discipline and consistency. The Steelers present a particularly tough test. Their offense thrives on quick releases, motion, and misdirection, which means Green Bay's defenders must communicate effectively and avoid mental lapses. Hafley's goal will be to keep pressure on the edges, while maintaining tight coverage across the middle. Without Van Ness, it falls on Sorrel and the rest of the rotation to ensure there is no drop-off in intensity. If they succeed, it would be a strong statement about the Packers' depth and coaching. Meanwhile, Matt LaFleur's challenge is to balance development and winning. With a 4-3 record, Green Bay sits in the thick of the NFC playoff race. Every game carries weight, every mistake matters, and every breakout performance could shift the trajectory of the season. That is why this week's matchup against Pittsburgh is more than just another stop on the schedule. It is a measuring stick for the Packers' resilience, adaptability, and readiness to contend. A crucial test of leadership and depth. The best teams in football find ways to win even when key players go down. The Packers have faced adversity before, and each time they've responded by uncovering new strengths. This situation with Van Ness and Sorrel is another chapter in that ongoing story. The outcome will reveal not just how well the defense can perform under pressure, but also how effectively LaFleur and Hafley can develop their young talent when circumstances demand it. For Bear and Sorrel, the moment is clear. This is his opportunity to prove that he can be more than just a backup, that he can command respect on the field, and that he can turn limited reps into meaningful production. Every snap he takes this Sunday could redefine his role in Green Bay's defense, and perhaps even his career trajectory. As fans watch the game unfold, the real storyline might not just be Aaron Rodgers facing his old team, but whether the Packers' new generation of defenders can rise to the occasion. Success in Pittsburgh could send a message to the rest of the league that Green Bay's defense is deeper, stronger, and hungrier than anyone realized. Stay tuned, stay informed, and make sure to like and subscribe to keep up with every update surrounding the Packers this season. Your support helps keep the channel growing and ensures this community remains one of the most engaged and informed spaces for Green Bay fans everywhere.